Hi everyone, the Friday Eve edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. All right, let's talk about the short-term forecast first. And actually, first things first, let's do a little review of the month so far. As far as precipitation goes, we showed this last night, but I did want to note that officially a trace of rain at the airport as of 5:30 this evening. Surely we've picked up a little more since then, and we'll pick up more at times tonight into tomorrow. So our stretch of dry weather coming to an end. We had 9 consecutive days with no rain, which is pretty unusual for this time of year. All right, big picture first. We have our showers in much of the Great Lakes, the Ohio Valley, down into the deep south. Big storm off the coast of the Northwest. Let's hone in on our local area. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time showing you this because, radar information becomes outdated fairly quickly, but we had some light to moderate rain around the valley as of about 7:42 this evening. The rain, for the most part today, has been light. We've had some downpours, especially down in southeastern Columbiana County, right around 6:30. A little bit of thunder and lightning down towards Cambridge, 77 and I-70 this evening. But for the most part, these are just real light showers moving through this evening. Now, what'll happen as we head through the overnight? What you see is kind of what you get. A little bit of rain will come and go. A lot of time it'll be cloudy and doing nothing. Here's our high-res Futurecast model. Through the night, again, you see those little waves of rain coming and going. As you get up tomorrow morning, it may be raining in a few spots, but if it is, it's probably fairly light to kick off our Friday. All right, the rain is helping to wash some of the tree pollen out. When I got into my car on the way to work today, I noticed some yellow on my windshield for really the first time this spring. So the pollen numbers have been sky high, but we're seeing those numbers come down a little bit today, and we'll see them again tomorrow in the moderate range because of some moisture in the air. But these tree pollen levels are likely to go through the roof over the weekend with sunshine and dry weather. All right, so for our Friday, again, damp start in some spots. We're waiting on this second front to swing down, and this could produce another couple of showers, maybe even a thunderstorm in spots around mid to late afternoon tomorrow. This will be real hit or miss stuff. This is not going to be a big blob of rain, but real hit or miss cellular stuff. If you're out and about trying to get something done at 3, 4 o'clock, you might get unlucky and get poured upon. You might not. It's one of those kind of deals. All right, we're going to hang on to the clouds probably through about daybreak on Saturday. And then we should see quick, rapid clearing Saturday, meaning it'll be a nice afternoon. Sunshine, temperatures a shade below average, upper 50s to around 60 on Saturday. That high shifts off to the east on Sunday. Our wind starts to come around to the southeast and eventually south. This warm front lifts off to the north. Sunday is going to be a beautiful spring day. Lower 70s, good deal of sunshine as we wrap up the upcoming weekend. All right, as far as the pattern as we go through time, here's the jet stream kind of right now. We have a ridge popping up out west. That is this bulge, right? My drawing tool doesn't want to work. There we go, right there. Our trough moving through the Midwest associated with the rain right now. So that's kind of the main two players on the field. So we'll go through time here. You'll see this jet stream pattern evolve. Another couple of disturbances early next week with some chances for rain. Although Monday, a pretty warm day as we start to see the jet stream lifting off to the north and allowing some pretty warm air in. We could flirt with 80 on Monday. And then the pattern relaxes for a day or two, but that's about it. As we go towards the second half of next week, notice the pattern starting to evolve again into a trough on the west coast, which usually means downstream there's a ridge. And sure enough, as you see that trough digging through the west coast into the Rockies, a ridge is going to pop up in the east. And so the final day of April, heading into the first day of May, I think it could be quite warm east of the Mississippi. And here's the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook. A lot of above average temperatures. Now, that doesn't mean every single day in the 8 to 14 range is going to be really warm. But in general, during that 6-day time frame, we should see some pretty toasty temperatures for the season, compared to average anyway, east of the Mississippi with most of the cool weather out in the west. All right, let's head back into the kind of the short term here, and I'll talk a little bit more about early next week. This is Monday. Strong cold front off to our north, staying off to our north on Monday. Now, clouds should increase in the afternoon, and we might start to see spotty shower and thunderstorm activity Monday afternoon into Monday evening. I think the rain is most likely Monday night, and then heading into Tuesday morning. Now, there are some timing differences on the modeling here as to how fast the rain gets out of here on Tuesday. The GFS, which I'm showing here, would suggest rainy start, drying out in the afternoon. Some of the other modeling is a little bit slower. But nonetheless, we'll cool off Tuesday night and heading into Wednesday morning. Now, one change since yesterday on the modeling is that the moisture is shown to return much more quickly with this next system. GFS here showing already clouds increasing again Wednesday, maybe some rain Wednesday late in the day and a Wednesday night, Thursday of next week. This is kind of a new development on the modeling. None of the models really had this yesterday. So we'll keep an eye on the trends with this. Could have another round of rain Wednesday night into Thursday of next week. But again, that's kind of the caboose of the turbulent pattern, the last hurrah, if you will. I think beyond that, we get into a pretty consistently benign and warm pattern as we wrap up April and head into the month of May. All right, just of note, not for our area, but I think there's going to be a lot of severe weather early next week out in the middle of the country. This is a really classic-looking setup for severe thunderstorms right in the heart of what we consider to be, Tornado Alley, Kansas, Oklahoma, northern Texas. This is the outlook for. This is the day 6 outlook. It's pretty rare for them to put out a 30% contour on day 6. That means their confidence is real high in the pattern. So this is middle of next week. Going to keep a close eye on this. This would be on Tuesday. Could be a pretty big severe weather day out there. Our severe weather season typically peaks late May into June, and certainly over the next week or so, not seeing a lot of opportunities for severe weather around here. If you did not see my post on social media and you would like to join our Storm Tracker 21 Storm Spotter group on Facebook, this is a closed group. We want to have weather enthusiasts, and we really prefer that you be Skywarn trained to be in this group, because we like to use this group for people to submit storm reports during severe weather outbreaks, but it's also a place to just chat about the weather, even when the weather's quiet. So fill out the form. I'll post it again this evening, the link, and if you'd like to, fill out the form. There's a few questions on there, including phone number and that sort of thing. We don't share that information with anybody. That's just for us in-house. If we have a big severe weather outbreak and it happens in your neighborhood, you wanted to come on the air maybe and talk about it, that way we have a way to get a hold of you. That's all we use the information for. So, again, I'll post the link on social media this evening. If you're interested, fill out the form and sign up. All right, have a great night, everyone.